In today's video, we're going to talk about Marco Bezzecchi stating it was not enough time to examine the Aero changes. Now, speaking after the test in Valencia, Bezzecchi said, "It's different, of course, but it was not really enough time to fully understand it. Of course, we test many things, but this day was particularly bad because of the weather conditions, so we lost an awful lot of track time. So, of course, I have mixed feelings. As and always in testing, there are some positives, but also there are some doubts and many negatives. This is testing. So we will really have to analyze everything and see before taking a decision. But I must say, this was just an appetizer. It is normal in testing to do some back to back. It is always like this. Unfortunately, though, with not so much time, if you want to try more things, you have to concentrate on what you're trying. So there was no chance for us to back test and see what is better or what is not. So a quick check is super important to understand. So all in all, it was a positive test, but not enough information because of these type of problems. Maybe the new bike was faster on lap time, but anyway, it was like half a tenth slower than the 2025 one. It is normal though. At the beginning, it is like this. When you know a bike very, very well from the full season, I think I did over 10,000 kilometers on the 2025 bike. So in just 40 or 50 laps with something new on the bike, it's really impossible to understand. Now, look, I think Bez is spot on here. There wasn't enough time to fully check. I do think it's brilliant that Aprilia didn't waste time back to backing. They had a load of data from the weekend. They knew the track was about half a second a lap slower, and they were there or thereabouts lap time wise. So I do think it's really interesting that they didn't go back to back. But Bez does seem pretty content with what he had tried. Yes, there's definitely some radical stuff there with the front of the Aprilia, but also the rear of the Aprilia. So it is definitely going to be interesting to see what they come out with at the start of next year. What it does tell me, though, is that Aprilia are not going to stop developing as early as we thought. Maybe there's a couple of upgrades next season to close that gap to Ducati. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Bezzecchi's comments? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.